And welcome back. Every renter knows that rent money is due on the first of the month. But the landlord, this one, could not wait. Video shows a landlord breaking up a birthday party days before rent was due. She is doing the most extra. Take a look at it.
Open up the door. I don't give a about money. This is the third time.
There's babies and children. Connecticut has some serious mental health.
I don't give a about anything. Excuse me? I don't give a about
You want to get arrested?
I don't give a about none of that. Pay your
I'll tell them.
Oh, you're gonna tell them. So there's other people living in my house that's not paying rent. Yeah, you guys call the police and see what they say about that.
Closing.
Call the police and say what they say about that.
This ain't legal, first of all.
Don't try to I don't even live in here.
I'm gonna find your babies here. I don't like your mouth.
This birthday, all of y'all. Y'all motherfuckers in here staying without paying and paying no rent and none of that. That's a punch in your face.
Just call the
police. Break my foot, man. What the fuck? Break my foot. We're gonna break her. We're gonna break her foot. She's gonna break my foot.
My goodness, if I had a landlord like that, Eric, I don't know what I would do. Joining me to talk about tenants' rights tonight, attorney Eric Dick. I mean, she had her foot in the door. The child had a birthday party going on, a 2-year-old child. She said she didn't give a bleep about the birthday party. She wanted the rent money early. First of all, what are rules when it comes to paying your rent? Do you ever at any point have to pay early if you have a designated date each month with your landlord?
You absolutely don't have to pay early. I mean, if you're looking at this in the most positive light, it would be nice to have a landlord come and pick up your rent, but she's acting completely inappropriate. I mean, she's acting disruptive, and she's being violent. These are all behaviors that you don't want in a landlord. And you have, obviously there's a breach of contract between, even if it's an oral contract, there's a breach of contract between the rental agreement and the tenant with the landlord. But it's just, you have torts there. And that's what you see, is you see torts or a civil wrong that deserves a right. It's just really a shame. I wouldn't want to rent from anybody like that. I mean, it's just sad. And
really, even if you have the law on your side, with a person like that, the law doesn't even matter.
No, your law is on your side. You could sue them. You could file a lawsuit, maybe get $20,000, $30,000 for breaching the contract and some torts, but now you're going to have to go through the whole process. I don't even know if it's really worth it. But there are attorneys that may take some situation like that on a commission or a contingency fee basis. I don't know if it'd be worth it. It's got a lot of headache. Usually best when you have a landlord like that, get out of the lease and move on. Too much headache, too many problems.
If you are late on your rent, when should the landlord be knocking at your door? Day one, 1 day after being late, 2, 3, however, and then what is the cause of action after that?
So you're talking about it's like an eviction. It goes through an eviction process. They'll send you paper notices saying, you know, start on your door, saying you're late. There's like a 3-day notice. There's just notices they'd send you either through
Typically,
mail.
it's a 3-day notice on your door or to you, and then after that, 30 days, and then you have to get out, or maybe constables or what
They go through the eviction process.
Yeah.
What you're referring to is the eviction process. But you can, usually it's a bad idea for a landlord to kick someone out for being a few days late. And that's a horrible business model. That's how you go out of business. You don't, if you kick people out, people are late all the time, and nothing's wrong with that. You let your landlord know that you're being late. They'll usually some fines or fees or something you'll be charged on top of it, and then, you know, if you pay it, then move on. The worst thing that could happen for a landlord is they have to kick someone out, and then they have to go through the whole expense of doing that. It's not cheap. Then they have to find another tenant there. It's easier for the landlord if they're able to keep the tenant there. If you have a bump in the road, just let your landlord know, and it should go okay. I mean, it's just, but this behavior, this landlord's completely inappropriate. Way wrong. I mean, obvious breach of contract plus some torts.
Now, if you're looking at that type of behavior with a landlord, is there any legal recourse that the tenant has when it comes to possibly criminal charges? You know, some said she essentially kicked open the door. And also, civilly, what recourse would the tenant have?
Absolutely, criminal charges. They would be appropriate in calling, Harris County Police or, the sheriff or Houston police officers. You have, assault, possibly assault, trespassing. Just because the landlord owns it doesn't mean they can go there at any point in time and harass you. So there's all sorts of potential criminal causes of action as well as civil causes of action. Again, this is completely inappropriate, not the behavior you want to rent from someone like this. Major, big, giant red flags.
All right, I would have gotten out of there the moment I saw that. That's just incredible. Attorney Eric Dick, thank you for joining us here on The Factor.